We are going to move to the next presentation, Ziwar Al Nouri and Bilal Baghdadi from the University of Innsbruck with the design Recording Post-War Syria. I don't know if you can share your screen and introduce yourself, maybe with the well pronunciation of your names, maybe a little bit. Okay, thanks. Great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all guests to attending this Digital Future World for this great event. My name is Ziwar Al Nouri. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Reparametrize Studio and PhD candidate at University of Innsbruck. And together with my partner and co-founder Bilal Baghdadi, we will talk about our research recording post-war Syria. I would just like to start briefly, short introduction about Reparametrize Studio and our self-flow and introduction about our activity with this research. Reparametrize Studio is a global research with establishment in 4 countries, Syria, Lebanon, and Austria, and China. And our global vision is to introduce state-of-the-art technology in the architectural discipline. These are our partner. We are came from the common background. We were part of the famous studio of Zaha Hadid and Patrick Schumacher in Vienna. With the help of advanced parametric design and enhancement and rapid prototyping technology, the studio establishment and integrated articulated design methodology aim to improve rapid development and coexisting in the new era technology. Based on the design principle, the studio dedicated to solve side effect and problem caused by the constantly change of the world. Our core competence lay in the field of artificial intelligence and the smart city, and we are one of the first company to apply 3D scanning and the AI driven data analytic methodology for the post-war smart city redevelopment of Damascus, Syria. Recently, we have organized and co-hosted multiple international workshop, conferences, and exhibition in Europe, Middle East, and China, and establishing interconnected global network of renowned architecture company and international academic institutions such as the Angewandte University of Applied Art of Vienna, and Hamburg University and University of Innsbruck and Damascus University. And one of the highlight was also in 2019, the Shenzhen Biennale. We invited by Carlo Ratti Associati. We showcased 2 years worth of the research and development over the post-war smart city redevelopment of Damascus, Syria. We brought the past, present, and the future of this city right in the front of our Chinese audience through the sophisticated 360-degree projection mapping. And that's some photo. So starting with the research, with the current global crisis and the urban growth rate, the world is facing growing challenge to reshape the future of city. In some cases, there are no proper guideline for the planning and rebuilding processes. But in our team, we know that we have a major wide horizon, unifying mind and working hand, local community and advanced technology to engender significant intervention. So the first question which is bringing to us, to our mind, do cities rebuild exactly as they were, or they are used as disaster as an opportunity to reinvent themselves? The answer was because the effect of war widely spread and can be long-term or short-term would include mass destruction of the city and have long-lasting effect on a country, economy, and important indirect negative consequence, infrastructure, public health provision, and the social order. There is one of the reasons why more companies emerge in the field of the smart city and smart infrastructure. The problem in this field, however, is the lack of strategic planning, or more specifically, there is no strategic direction and methodology of how to plan a smart city infrastructure, taking into account all the aspects of the existing socio-economic and the infrastructure data of the targeted area. During the recovery phase of the post-war city in Syria, the formation of the community environment and the infrastructure is already precise, and the new challenges are affecting human existence, such as the COVID-19 crisis. The paradox here is the regenerating the future of post-war disaster city. But still, with all that, we have this hope. We have the smile from this disaster. For that reason, Reparametrize Studio answered by giving more transparent image of innovating a new methodology to regenerate the post-war smart city and involving the local community in rebuilding processes. The word of Reparametrize encloses our vision to regenerate the post-disaster city into the most advanced urban environment on Earth. The important fact here it's the word does not mean rebuild or redevelop. We are not simply bringing back the lifeless structure and shelter back to life, because I mean, like we have the reconstruction, rehabilitation, rebuilding, and that's, I mean, the main things. But actually, the main question, I mean, like how, I mean, like if we rebuild this city, I mean, like it's without like taking care of the need the people, and that's actually the result. I mean, what we see, I mean, then what according to what the people they need, they will do. So the second main question for us, it was, can algorithm design building, or how will this data help us to regenerate our future city, or let's say recoding the data? Recoding the data by using the high technology and the manufacturer, recoding the building and recoding the community, being able to detect and analyze various parameters, considering numbers, analytic of the city database, such as area, coordinator, demography, history of civilization, detecting the destruction percentage in the city of Syria, giving a global statistic overview of the country before and after war. The data of immigration, density, resources, service, statistic of the infrastructure. This data, I mean, like actually, which we are working on it, and that's what we are doing, like building a platform so we can share it, this thought with all the people. As also we are analyzing the physical structure, their condition, and the operational capacity by 3D scanning and the social and economic analytic data, using advanced AI technology to accurately analyze the large social and structural data volume, and upgrade the existing infrastructure into smart grid, where multiple system tools, app platforms, social media can communicate automatically and seamlessly through the AI, promoting to help the other city, not just Damascus, developer at the other institution with their new smart city or urban development project, and using point cloud technology to map the future of post-war smart sustainable city, as well as emotional human behavior and expectation, change in need, what they want. We are able to generate the city in a smarter way, not only like by clever infrastructure, but also through the re-establishment of the human interaction. To refine our ongoing methodology, we have designed and visualized post-design and post-disaster development projects such as Zamalka into the Future, house recoding, like a smart building, focusing on analyzing the damaged fabric of the affected cities through 3D scanning technology to envision a new ecosystem for post-disaster city. This project practiced and were nominated methodology and data analytics through AI and smart technology. We're taking a street in Zamalka. This is the area which we have it like a Zamalka. It was a town like it destroyed, semi-destroyed in the area. And we take it as a case study. So like this project was include a renovation of six existing buildings and an intervention of 2 destroyed buildings, envisioning a sustainable, inclusive, and a beautiful city that's addressed through urban regeneration by focusing on the new vision of public space. We did like a 3D scanning for this street, and then like we optimize it like by applying a new system on this building, like that could be like as a smart system, could be adapted everywhere and working with this system. So I mean, like our goal, like to apply this for, it was a new methodology for the future of post-war smart city. We have the second project, it was like a recoding smart building. Let's do that.
Okay. The features of the recoding and the principles of the recoding research was applied in this project, in these competitions, and we called about this project Recoding Smart Buildings. So the key design is an intervention of for a distracted existing 4-stories building in the suburban area of Damascus, Syria, and we 3D scanning the buildings to evaluate the destruction in the buildings by extract the beam model using point-cloud technology and to make structural analysis for existing buildings. We also inspire our concept from the traditional Damascus house, the pattern, the orientation, positions, the wind flow or airflow, also the separation between the rooms and flats, and also the courtyard and lightings. All these ecological principles we were inspired by the traditional house. So by insert of a vibrant central garden and courtyard with K through LVL laminated veneer lumber forming a full integrated system by adding the screen component in severely damaged building elements such as slabs, columns, and elevations, while maintaining the elements which are in good status. With the benefits of today's smart global technology, use to visualize the future of post-disaster smart cities. So, developing passive filtration system into a new smart ecological system by creating a vertical courtyard, as you see, in the form of overlapping LVL slabs that have different levels of privacy, social private slabs that achieve a new vision of coding or co-living, giving copious amenities for residents, including public green areas, vegetable gardens, so all interior living spaces are oriented around this courtyard, which facilitates a strong virtual access while maintaining an essential part of privacy. So each of these generous garden terraces provides the 5 apartments with natural ventilation, energy production, and recycling sources. They reassemble the heart of these apartments. And as we said about the Ketro LVL, with the benefits of Ketro LVL long span, these slabs are placed on a massive LVL tree-shaped L system, which has self-efficiency system of water pipes for rain harvesting, heating and cooling air pipes, and cables for smart isolation and sensors, all linked to one network that collects, automate, the analyze building data. So in addition, on of Ketro LVL would measure properties of is reducing CO2 footprint, and with the generally terraces, uh, we have this perfect combination that adds a great ecological value. It's like a breathing lung for the whole buildings. This smart tree with its slabs has a beneficial role on the economical aspects, such as some of these slabs are designed for vegetation purpose so that the inhabitant can plant their own needs for fresh vegetables, making their small investments by selling these vegetables in the building's ground floor stores and separating a new local trading to the neighborhoods. So another application for our recording research, this called the house recording, this competition that we are entered. So through this project, House Recoding Reparametrize Studio is giving more transparent image of innovating a new methodology to regenerate the post-war smart cities by using reunion ways integrated of ordinary rebuilding practice. The approach is to create high-performance urgent solutions for housing by using smart technologies to achieve a production line of prefabricated units for direct on-site installation. This strategy can in turn achieve the new form of post-war smart cities building by the hands of local citizens, reflecting their social background on their privacy. So the house unit, as you see here, the house unit is designed to use everywhere worldwide and in every climate, affordable and easy to install. It's a self-efficient working system as it generates power through turbines and can form also an integrated system when connecting units together. The aim is to use smart system to decrease bad emissions on the environment, securing low CO2 emissions, recycling a zero waste impact, and creating double layers world that can give a different use inside and outside the house, and it can form multiple functions by the dynamic design with involve movable panels and expanded furniture. Also copying with the current post-war situation and the global crisis, the unit can be adaptive on the deformation of the existing destructed buildings as it fills the gaps and works to revive the buildings. By using the still working circulation course to create levels, house recording is designed especially for limited income students, homeless families, and also everyone who wants to new hope for convenient lifestyle, especially after COVID-19 crisis, which imposed social distancing and decreased social communications also. It's aimed to make simple to anyone design, manufacture, and assemble their own houses that corresponds to their needs. By giving inhabitants also the full integration about the site and to give them the free to use and for example, and also we focusing on the materials, the traditional materials. We also aim in our research to use the traditional materials as the clay, the basalt stones, and mix it with the rubbles to make a traditional buildings, mixing with the high-tech materials such as acrylic or epoxies, and to regenerate a material that can be used for the rebuilding the cities. Also can be executed by a high-tech or low-tech technology, such as we can use the local hands of the community, and also can we be used or executed by the high-tech such as robotics and also the 3D scanning. So.
Yes, I mean, like in the end, also our vision of course, I mean, like it's going beyond to the redevelopment of this city of Damascus, and we are looking also to be the next leader in the post-disaster urban redevelopment, offering a priority state-of-the-art technological solution for the smarter and more connected city. I mean, like especially, I mean, like we are not like aim to make like, especially like there is a lot of people asking how we can use this technique or how we can use this high technology in post-war disaster city, like with low economical. For that reason, that's the big challenge for us. I mean, like to keep the existing building, to keep the infrastructure, to keep everything as existing, and like to regenerate the community, regenerate this infrastructure by applying a lot of rules, applying this highest technology, like with giving us a cost efficiency and like high efficiency building, and for the future, like to let the people come back, I mean, to their city. Thank you very much.